Okay, let's get down to Garrett James, where all of us are feeling united, many of us at least, in our allergies thanks to all of that pollen out there, Garrett.
Oh yeah, and I wish the pollen was going to be tapering off just a little bit, at least for my nose sake, at least for the next couple of days, but unfortunately not going to be the case, as we're going to be watching those pollen counts continue to rise. So while today they were high, tomorrow just slightly higher, and then on Saturday we're going to be looking at extreme values. So those pollen counts really going to peak right around Saturday as of right now, but we can see the main source of that pollen is primarily the trees at this point in time. Let's talk upper level futurecast. We see we've got high pressure established right now, and that's what's been giving us this nice weather. However, low pressure, it's going to be just off the west coast by the time we get to this weekend, and that's our next storm system that's going to be arriving early next week. There we can see it moving into the southern part of the state and the northern part of Arizona by Monday, and then we can see another system drops in by the middle of the week, and that's going to help keep temperatures just a bit cooler. However, we'll see that slowly start to move out of the way, but we'll still be experiencing that low pressure just off to the Pacific Northwest, and that's going to continue to give us that northwesterly and westerly flow, keeping temperatures down just a bit. Look at the radar, we can see that there is a lighter shower out to the west, but mainly we're dry, and it's thanks to that high pressure. But with low pressure moving in, when can we expect wet weather to return? Well, if we fast forward, it did try and show a little bit of a blip Saturday, but I really think that we'll see enough dry air established that we really shouldn't be looking much in the way of rain chances over the weekend at this point in time. However, if we take a look at the futurecast, it does show that by Monday, late Sunday night into early Monday morning, we're going to be looking at the potential for wet weather returning to the Beehive State, stretching all the way from Washington County all the way up to Salt Lake City and into some of the valleys. However, we'll also be tracking that next system on Wednesday and then potentially another system on Friday. So it looks like maybe a bit more of an active pattern could be trying to really bestow itself upon us by next week. However, as of right now, we're looking at high pressure continuing to give us nicer temperatures, and temperatures out there right now show 60 in Salt Lake City, 68 St. George, 66 Lake Powell, 57 in Cedar City, with lows tonight showing 31 for Evanston, 38 Vernal, 40 Price, 41 Hanksville, 42 Beaver, 52 St. George, 43 in Kanab, and then highs tomorrow show that we'll be looking at the 70s and even the 80s for a few places. Cedar City just shy of 70 degrees. For the Wasatch Front over the next 7 days, it shows 78 on Friday, 75 Saturday, 60s on Sunday, but 50s on Monday and beyond, with isolated showers Monday and Tuesday. St. George, on the other hand, mainly in the 80s for Friday and Saturday, but then into the 70s after that frontal system passes through.